Hey y'all, we're back at it again with another episode of What's Your Op. I'm Day,
And I'm Noye.
and today we don't have a guest. We just thought we'll do this one, on our own.
Solo dolo.
Well, a duet.
Yeah.
More like.
Yeah, really.
We chose the topic of natural hair.
Yeah, since we both,
Yeah.
have been on this journey or whatever.
Yes.
So,
So we thought since we had so much in common with it that we'll talk about it because we know there's a lot of natural people out there too as well that's on this journey with us. So here we go.
hey. So, I don't know. What's your, I don't know. Like the pros and cons? Wasn't that on your list?
Yeah.
That was on your list, right? All right. What do you?
So I think
We just winging it, honestly. So don't judge us, cause yeah,
Who are
just
you
don't
to
judge us. Yeah, we don't care. That's kind of part of what this is about. Is not,
Right.
judging because you constantly get judged by everybody when you have natural hair. Honestly, even other people who have natural hair. so,
Anybody
yeah.
looking at you crazy.
Mhm.
But I think the pro of it is, and the reason why I really wanted to even go natural was to get my natural curl pattern. I see, like, when I was younger, my hair used to be
It's
really,
hot as
really
fuck in
curly.
here.
And I didn't even like it too much. I always wanted my hair to be straight and stuff like that. But as I got older, I wanted the opposite. So as I got older and I saw that what my hair couldn't do when I started taking care of my own hair, I was like, okay, like I think I'm gonna try natural. Like I'm gonna do this. So I actually did it. And I just wanted I didn't like do a big chop or anything the first time I transitioned from straight hair or heat damaged hair to natural hair.
She did a big chop a couple of weeks ago, though.
Yeah, I
Yo,
didn't get to that that part
Yeah,
of
I'm
my
sure
life.
y'all
This was,
saw that so
Yeah.
far. Like the last video, I think you had your hair. You ain't had no head on or
like the
nothing
last
like
two
that.
episodes, I believe I did have short hair.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
she got weave or
I
a
have
wig now.
a journey. I
Yeah,
have a real journey. to go.
yeah, and me too. Honestly, my mom was a hairstylist back in the day, and growing up, I feel like I remember getting a perm, and she was so like desperate to put a perm in my hair that she used an adult perm, and like all my hair fell out. Like I got to school the next day, and the teacher was like, "What happened to your hair? Like what is going on? Like what
Dang.
happened to your hair?"
It was that
I was like, "I
drastic.
don't know. My mom gave me a perm." I was in like the second or third grade. Like it
Oh,
was
wow.
not adult perm time, but because my hair was so thick, my mom felt like that it would be able to take it because my hair has always been like I could not put grease in my hair, like not grease or moisturize my hair for however long and nothing really happens. Like my hair is just super thick. It's always been durable besides that one time. So but yeah, I grew up with perms and stuff. And when I was 15, which is 2005, I kind of made a decision myself not to get perms anymore, but I was still getting my hair straightened. Um, and luckily, I'm not gonna say luckily, but I have the type of hair that I can do whatever I want with it. I mean, it could be bone straight, like even though it's thick and what people would call like nappy or whatever type hair,
Yeah,
like
'cause
I
it's
can
really
literally
coiled.
still get my hair bone straight and be fine. Like wake up, go to the gym, and not have to worry about it curling up when it's heat trained.
Right.
So I'm lucky in that way. But yeah, that's where my journey started. I feel like as a child, because having a parent
Yeah.
as a hairstylist, they have a lot of like influence on, like they care a lot more than just, oh, my baby ain't just gonna have braids, or
Yeah.
my baby ain't just gonna have that and do that. Like she always cared. My hair was done all the time up until it was time for me to do it my daggone self. So, and I think that
Yeah, she literally, like the other day, she was at my house, her mom, and she was like,
she was busting
she
on
was
me.
like, Day, can you please tell your cousin to get her hair done?
She's sick of the
And I
head
was-
wraps and stuff.
Yeah, like she doesn't really rock with the natural stuff. So I was just like, well, she's actually getting braids. Like, so don't
Like
try to play
today.
my cousin.
Rider.
Right. Like she was trying to go all up on you. Like
Yeah, because the old heads think they understand, but they don't.
They don't.
Like they don't
They
understand.
don't.
Like they come from like black hair. I feel like people rewind. I feel like what people don't realize about being black and natural and the strength that you get from it. Trying to catch where I'm going with this. Like basically, Madam C.J. Walker was the first black female millionaire, and it was all hair products. Basically, it goes back that far, and further than that, really.
Right.
But that's to me, that's an obvious point. Like, how's the first black female millionaire? Like, it wasn't because she had a connect on oil.
Right.
It wasn't because she started her own transit system. None of that. It was because of black hair. You know what I mean? And that says a lot if you ask me. Like, I honestly feel like that. And like, you know, our parents were of that generation. Like the thinking that an afro is being rebellious.
Right.
It's a shame because this is naturally, so that means basically you're born rebellious if that's the case. Because naturally this is how my hair grows out my head. So the fact that I can't wear it like that without people thinking that I'm trying to challenge the status quo is a shame.
It's because we live in a world full of perms.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like their generation, get it. Now perms are going out of style. Like perms are falling off the shelves because
you only really get a perm if you have a shortcut or if you just do your edges or your roots or whatever. Like people don't do whole perms and all that stuff no more.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's a good thing because they do damage your hair and it's not really necessary.
Yeah, your scalp.
But, yeah.
All of that. Like
that's what I think some of the cons are with being natural. Is that like you always get that look like, oh, you gonna wear your hair like that outside? Like why you got them twists like that? Like you know when you do a twist out or a two strand twist or a three strand. I can't talk.
Yeah, me either. You saw we both messing up.
Twist out like they looking at you like what's going on, but when you take it out. They like it's flourishing and it looks so nice and it's healthy and your curls is flowing and you just going like it's.
But when you walk around the house with your Bantu knots, everybody coming looking at you crazy.
Saying, my friends used to say I look like Friday. What is her name?
Off of Friday?
Felicia.
Oh, when you would have your plaits in? That's funny.
I didn't used to do flat twists at first. I used to just do like regular twists.
Just twist,
like,
yeah.
And that they used to like
the Miss
like,
Seeley braids.
Exactly. Like used to always bust on me like that. Like.
Yeah, and that's a shame because that's our hair.
Right.
Like I honestly I think it's messed up that. Like, all right, when I first got an afro, and I would like, it's not like I would wake up in the morning and just walk outside with my hair in a big, it's not like I wake up with a big puff ball. Like, I have to wet it, I have to pick it out.
Right.
Not only that, but I got to do that damn, like, almost 3 times a day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because as soon as you lean on the wall, now one side of your afro is flat. Like, people don't understand that I was putting effort into that afro, but I would go to work and people would think like they'd be like, well, why don't you do your hair no more?
Right.
I did more to my hair than you because honestly, where I was working at the time, I was in an area where it was predominantly white, and I had been working there for years. It was years I was working there, so they knew me before, and then they were able to see the change.
Right.
And while most of them embraced them, I'm gonna say 98% of them embraced it. There were those questions like, how come you stopped doing your hair? And how come your hair isn't like that Michelle Obama style, like that bob style you used to have and stuff like that? Because I had the Michelle Obama before it was called the Michelle Obama.
And
thank you.
It just goes into the struggle of being natural or being a part of that natural life. Like, it really is a struggle. Like, your arms be burning. You be in the mirror.
Yo,
you be trying to
if you got to hold your hands up here for 4 hours and do this.
Dip your hand in that
cream
or that leave-in conditioner or whatever you put in your hair, and you put that dime size amount in there and you twist it, your arms are burning. Like
it's a whole
really,
workout.
And it's a lot to prepare for your hair to even get like that. So for people to ever say that you don't, or they look at you like you didn't put no effort into your hair because we didn't take the time to go to the hair salon and sit and wait for 2 hours for somebody to be ready to do your hair. Like, it's just like, why do you have to look at me that way? Like,
and it sucks because, well, that's ignorance, I feel like, because anybody knows that if you have an afro, it takes a little bit of work to get it as round as mine used to be.
Exactly.
But like, what really used to piss me off about that, and like I said, it's partly me working where I was working at the time, because while I love the people in my shop that I was working at, a lot of the customers didn't really get it. But the customers who would ask that, some of them would be the same people who, like, a lot of white people a lot of white women just wash their hair and go. And it's like, you didn't do anything to your hair when you left this morning. Right. I did a lot to get my hair like this. And you're going to sit up here and ask me why don't I do my hair, but your hair is still soaking wet because you just hopped out of the shower.
Exactly. And
like,
all you did was let the air dry. The air did most of the work for you.
Yeah, you didn't do anything. Like, you didn't do anything. You wash your hair, which is what you do when you wash, and you put on your sweatsuit and you kept it moving.
That's all they need for a moisturizer. Like, they don't need nothing else. Like,
well, it's because they do it every day.
Well, yeah. So we need moisturizer every day. We need to make sure
because we can't wash our hair every day.
Right, and we need to make sure that our hair is looking nice, or it has those ingredients that we need to make it look the way we want to look. Mm-hmm. Like, and I just feel like for you to look at me that way, or even differently,
it's ignorance.
It's like I don't appreciate when people do that, and then when my hair is growing, and then like when I first went natural, I couldn't wash and go. Like, that was never an option for me because my hair was so heat damaged. Like, and that was never an option for me to do that. So as I started transitioning and I kept going and I made it to that point where I could wash and go, them same people turned around like, oh my gosh, like, how did you get your hair like that? Or what you use on your hair to get it like that?
It's love, nigga.
And then I'll tell them what I got. They'll go get it, and then they'll try to do it in one night. And I'm like, well, mine didn't come out like that. Of course not, because it didn't take me till yesterday to get my hair like this. It took me 4 years to get my hair like this. And you were the one complaining in the beginning about my hair, but now that it's flourishing, you want to be asking questions. Mm-hmm. And it's just like it takes time being natural. It's a lot of dedication, and you really have to love your hair and really want to do it. Like, and it's just like going on a diet. Like, you really have to be dedicated. It's really a lifestyle. Yeah. There's nothing to play about.
It really isn't. And, like, my wash and go is an afro. Like, honestly, it is an afro. I have to pick it out and keep it moving type stuff. But it's a shame that the world is so, like, conditioned in a way where it's just not used to seeing black women with their natural hair up until now. And my fight was kind of a little bit different because I started wearing my afro and stuff before the movement was kind of a thing. Like there was even a time when you were asking me, like, well, what made you do that? Yeah. You know what I mean? And then her asking me wasn't ignorance. It was out of pure curiosity. Because
I really went natural around the same time.
Yeah, like not too long after.
She didn't know because I was in college. Yeah. So I was, like, away. So when I came home and saw her going natural, I'm like, wait. Well, what made you do it?
Yeah. But yeah, we have other cousins in our family who looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. Like honestly.
And it's just because they don't understand the culture. Like, it's just like you going up to somebody that's not your nationality and saying something out of ignorance because you don't know, you don't understand that culture. And it's something you really have to be a part of. Like, it's really a community. Like, it's not nothing that you can just wake up and be a part of the next day. Like, you really have to know and care and love to do what you do. Like,
now it's being embraced, but before it really wasn't. And I feel like even still to this day, certain hair types like mine, because I'm like not the coiliest to where it's like sponge, because I can use like a curl cluster or something and get curls or whatever. They're really small, but there are some grades of hair like 4C and C point something, whatever the case may be, they're still not accepted. Like, people still see them and they think, oh, that person's hair is ugly, and it's not, because in my opinion it's not, because that person, the time and effort that they're putting into their hair, and the fact that their hair it might not be the curl stop pattern that you think is nice, but it's shiny, it's healthy, it's not breaking. Whereas those same people who are saying this are usually the people who wear weave constantly, and underneath that weave, it's just ridiculous. Like, their hair is not taken care of at all. And it's like
their leave out is all shorter or don't match the rest of their hair. Like, and
it's a shame because their confidence is so high because of society. Because you should not be asking a woman with healthy AF hair, like if your hair is healthy as fuck, like why would the person whose hair is all broken and unnecessary, broken to the point where they only feel comfortable wearing weave? Who are you to sit up here and ask me or make me feel any type of way about my healthy hair when your hair is all fucked up underneath that?
And we're not knocking weaves or anything.
Not knocking weave at all. I'm knocking the person.
Wear it, we all wear it.
Yeah.
But
I'm knocking the person with the confidence to knock me off my high horse just because they're down there. Really.
It's the person, like, and it's all about what you know and what you don't know. So.
Yeah. And I can't even say it's the person. I feel like that's society. Because in society, a black woman with weave in some instances are more confident than, like they have enough confidence to really be secure in telling a person with natural healthy hair that they're wrong for having it. And it's like, no, not that there's anything wrong with you having weave, but if your hair underneath the weave, if you can't take your weave off and shock people the way Beyonce or Nicki Minaj did, you should not be asking me why my hair is this way. Because my hair is 10 times more healthy than yours is. You know what I mean? The particular type of woman I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like they're so confident with their weave on, but it's like, all right, so show me yours. Since you have a problem with mine, show me your hair.
Right.
You know what I mean? Really. Because the ones who do have nice hair underneath, like people like you who, even back when your hair was straight, when you would wear weave, you don't ask people that. You know
never do and never will. Like, I just don't feel like I care. That's the hairstyle they wanted for this week or that month or whatever the case may be. That's what it is. It's just like...
It's always the wrong motherfuckers to open their mouth, really.
And nobody really says it with braids, though. Like, and it's like kind of mind-boggling to me because braids is a form of weave as well. Like, and when I get braids, nobody really asks me, oh, why you get braids? Like, your hair is long enough to do this and do that. And then when I get a weave, it's, oh, your hair, well, my hair was long. Like, oh, your hair is long enough to do this. Like, what you need a weave for and what you need this for. And it's just like, because I want it. It's because I wanted something different. It's not because I'm doing it just to do it. Like, I obviously just wanted something different. When you have long hair, it's a struggle as well. It's not all peaches and cream as people think it is. Like, you have long hair, you only can do but so much with that long hair. Like, long hairstyles or the stuff that you want might not hold because your hair is too long. Like, it's just like certain things that with long hair you can't do. So, like, as I got older, I had it my whole life, I just wanted to change. So that's why I did start off by getting weaves or by getting short bob weaves and stuff like that. But then I, like, 2 years ago, probably like 2016, I decided to cut it. And then I cut it like right here. Like, and then I got there, and then people were asking me, oh, why you cut your hair? Why you cut your hair? And it was just like, oh my God, like I did it because I wanted to. It was not a reason, like I just wanted to change.
Right.
So, cool. Let it grow back. My hair grew back. Then I dyed it blonde. Why you do that? Like, anything that I do,
you can't win.
I just can't win.
Cannot
like,
win.
Oh, why you do that? Who said, oh, it's going to damage your hair. It's color damage. It's going to be this, and it's all them chemicals, and you had to bleach it and all this. And my hair was perfectly fine the whole time it was bleached. It was
it's about you taking care of
fine.
it.
Right. If you have moisturized your hair and you take care of your hair, you get your ends clipped, you go get it taken care of, like, it's okay to do those things. You just have to know how to do it. You have to put in that time and the effort to keep up that hairstyle. It's just like doing anything in life. You buy a car. You have to have the money to maintain that car note or whatever it is, or that car insurance or whatever it is you have to pay for that car. Like, when you get your hair done, you have to maintain it. Like, it's no way around it. So, like, when people always used to say that to me, I'm like, no, my hair, and I had the same curl pattern, it didn't change, it didn't do anything. It was the same hair, just a different color, literally. Like, and I just never really went along with people say, because if that was the case, I kind of did it growing up, but now that I'm older, I realized, and like, I could have did so many different things with my hair before I got to the age that I am now, and I'm just really starting to do things.
Right.
Like, I just feel like my hair journey would have been a lot different. Like, and I feel like I should have been stuck with my own mind and did what I did, but way before, instead of listening like to other people who had bad experiences, so try to scare you. Like, and I hate that with a passion. Like, don't do that. Like, don't compare my life to yours.
Right.
Don't, because you bleach your hair, your hair fell out, that mine is going to happen, it's going to happen to me. So I just started doing stuff. Like, just like I cut it and nobody knew. I came back, I ain't had no hair. It was like, well, what? Where your hair and all this? Like, yeah, I cut it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna miss it? You gonna miss having to put them ponytails? I didn't miss it, not one bit. I still don't miss it, not one bit either. Like, I just feel like it is what it is, and it's a part of me growing up.
You want.
Like, yeah, and it's what I wanted. So
yeah,
it's not nothing real mind-boggling. Like, I just wish people get over the fact that I'm growing up and I can do what I want.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, truthfully. Like, and it's funny because, like, I don't know, I feel like so many people have an opinion on something that they're not willing to do. It's like,
and
it's almost like they're
yeah,
that's what I was about to say. It's almost like they're trying to put that energy off on you, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm bold, I'm good. Like,
but just because you were scared to do it, and you were scared to see what you would look like with it, don't mean I was scared, so I just went along and did it. Like, anything that I ever did, at first it was like a shock to me with some of the hairstyles or some of the stuff that I did, but after a while I was like, oh, I like it though. Like, it just has to grow on you, and that's anything. I feel like it just had to grow on me, and now, like, I have to learn how to. The only struggle is, like, I just had to learn how to take care of short hair because I never had short hair before, so I just learn how to do that, and that I don't mind that either because I like to learn new things. Like, I learned how to mold my own hair and do stuff like that, like off YouTube and stuff. Like, so, like, I'm all down for learning in any aspect, and that like just helped me a lot. Like, now I can get better with that because I mastered straightening my own long hair and curling it and whatever else I wanted to do to it at the moment. Like, I mastered all that stuff, so why not try something new?
Right. Like, I agree. And do you feel like, because you do it because you just don't care, whatever, I just want to change, but do you feel like when some people cut their hair, it's like mental reasons or like for freedom and things like that? I
feel like that's a lot with
life change.
A lot of people, and I feel like people putting that image on me too, and it's just like, no, I just did it because I wanted to do it. It doesn't have nothing to do with anybody else. Like, no matter who comes in and out my life, I don't change being me, like, no matter what. So I'm not going to cut my hair over a guy or, over life stuff. Like,
yeah, although I don't condemn people who do it, because I think sometimes, like I said, I felt like when I went natural and I wore an afro, even though everybody was asking me, like, well, why did you do that, and why your hair ain't done and all of that stuff, I still felt really good. Like, if you feel a little uncomfortable at first, I felt a little uncomfortable. I felt like naked almost. You
feel like people were staring at you.
Yeah, like, which they are.
Yeah.
In my case, they were. I'm not sure about hers.
I feel
because, but because it's a change. They're not used to seeing you like that. So yes, they are staring. If you feel like they're staring at you when you first cut your hair, or you first go natural, or you decide to wear your real hair out and you haven't done it in a long time, whatever the case may be, they are staring at you. It is what it is.
For the most part.
But the freedom I felt in just stepping outside and doing it. It's the same. It's like you meeting yourself for the first time. It's like the person who can actually sing, and they sing in the shower their whole life, and then they decide to sing on the mic in public. Like, it's your first time you get to really step into the world, naked, and it gives you some sort of strength. And like, somehow you find some sort of strength in that. So I definitely can understand why some people, when they go through a major life change, they also change their hair. I definitely can understand. I've never done it for those reasons because ain't nothing really going on in my life that crazy that just made me be like, you know what, I just need a whole new start. Like, it ain't been no set it off type. Yeah, you knew that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I haven't had one of those. She had a real life change. Yeah, that was deep.
She had to do that.
Yeah, that was super significant in her self or whatever. But I get it.
But it's just a lot that go along with it, and if you're not dedicated and if you don't know much about it, I think you should do your research. If you're just starting off, I think it's a wonderful thing to do. I think you should keep going, even if you do the big chop or not. I have a friend who I went to high school with, one of my close friends, and she did the big chop. She's the one who made me even think about the whole natural thing anyway. Like when we first graduated high school, she was like, yeah, I'm cutting all my hair off. And I was like, wait, what? Like what? Like what? Are you really gonna do this? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like, and I'm just gonna start over. So when she cut her hair and then I saw that it was growing back and it looked nice, like, and I started doing research on it myself before I actually did it. Mm-hmm. And I got some tips from her and like what products she used and everything like that. And she like helped me with my journey. So I'm like, okay, cool. So as I adopted that lifestyle and I did it, I actually started to like it. Like, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna keep going with this. I actually did it, and I think I started in like 2015. Mm-hmm. I did the, transition, and then now today, my friend, this is her second big shop. She's in the middle of, and like she did, she cut all her hair off again last summer, and then now this summer she has like she could do a puff and everything. Like she has like a whole fro, like, and it's just so nice.
People I feel like it's a stigma that black hair doesn't grow.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because it doesn't when it's not being taken care of. It doesn't. Right. But the sad part is when you are taking care of it, it grows just as fast as everybody else's. Yeah. Honestly, it's just you got the it draws up. The hair, the shrinkage.
Supposed to be natural or protective styles. Mm-hmm. Like you are still supposed to not forget about your hair that's underneath and really take care of it.
Yeah, grease it and stuff.
Yeah, like wash it every 2 weeks. Still go to the hairdresser or the hair salon or your stylist or whatever you call it, and just go there, get your ends clipped. Still do that. You can even get a weave still.
Yeah,
but just make sure you take care of your hair underneath as well. And I feel like that's where a lot of women go wrong, where they just let their hair go and just
they just rely solely on
I just think that that's something that's real important that a lot of black women don't realize or don't notice or don't know why their hair is falling out. That may be a big reason as to why it is, falling out and everything.
Yeah.
And if I feel like you take care of your hair underneath you'll be fine, like, with anything. And that's another thing that people kept asking me or telling me, or your hair not gonna grow back, or what if your hair don't grow back, you're gonna be salty.
Whose hair don't grow?
Right. I was like, but wait, I cut my hair before it grew back. Like, it looked exactly the same.
Yeah, I think we had that talk. I was like, your hair is going to grow back. Like, don't listen to
Yeah, like, my hair is going to grow back. Like, and I know my hair is going to grow back for a fact because hair grows, period. Mm-hmm. And my hair grows fast, and I take care of my hair, so I know my hair, like the back of my hand. And I know my hair is going to grow back. And even if it didn't grow back or if it doesn't grow back, I'm still fine with my decision. That doesn't hurt me anymore, or that doesn't make me feel like I'm like scared or anything else saying those things to me, because I had long hair my whole life, so I'm kind of over it. So I don't really care if my hair is short for the rest of my life. It is what it is. Like, I know I always can go and get long hair, like if I want to, like now.
Right. Like, because we live in a world where you don't never everything can be fake and you'll be absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine.
Whereas
fake is the new real, obviously, in 2018.
Yeah. It's a daggone shame. So? But who were some of your, like, natural hair goals, like, type people?
Well, I have, like, Instagram people that I love, and then I have like famous people that I love too. For my Instagram people, I follow this girl. Her name is Amber Janelle, I believe. And her hair is like so nice. It's like mine, and it's like her curl.
Like texture-wise, it's like yours.
It's like mine, and her hair, her like curl pattern is so nice, and like all her hairstyles and all her tutorials and everything she do is like real defined and real. Like she's just amazing. Like her hair is just amazing to me, and like those hair goals for me, especially when my hair was longer. Like that was real hair goals for me. Yeah. I wanted to get my stuff like that, and possibly one day get it like that, but
anybody we know that's like famous, like like celebrity status.
Yeah, so the girl that's on Blackish, or now it's I'm Grownish. Yeah. Like I watch Grownish. Yeah. I love her hair. Like I love that on both of the shows they kept her hair natural. Mm-hmm. They did all the natural hairstyles. It always looks nice. It always looks cute. Like, and she's like, the way they dress her or the way she dresses on these shows. Just a period though, like just the way she is, like outside of the shows and everything, like her hairstyles and her style is just me too. So I love that, and I love that she doesn't like,
Yeah, I
wear
love
that
Yara
raunchy,
Shahidi. She's dope. Even though
like look and stuff.
I ain't seen an episode of Blackish or Grownish.
Really?
Never.
No, Grownish. I like Blackish too, but Grownish is way better than Blackish to me.
Okay.
And I love like her grown up part about it. And I love like her hairstyles and like it's decent.
Yeah, I didn't give
That
it a
was one
chance
for the
because of
culture
the name.
and public eye view.
Yeah, the name of the show turned me off from jump back when it first started, and I just never ever gave it a chance. The whole Blackish thing, I never gave it a chance.
Yeah, I never really watched Blackish. I always watched Grownish first.
Yeah.
And then I gave Blackish a chance. I started watching season 1. I honestly only watch it like when I'm at work and I'm on lunch and I don't have nothing else to do.
Yeah,
like,
my
and I'll
goals-
just watch it. It's kind of a good show. It's not better than Grownish to me. It's a good show though. Like it's a nice show.
I'm trying to think if I who do I have that's hair goals? I know that I think her name is Avon Degas. Avon, I don't know, something like that. It's like, it sounds like a Creole name or something like that. But she's on YouTube. She holds the record for the biggest afro.
Oh,
so of course
really?
she hair goals. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But she does like style different, like just her regular Instagram, just her day to day, being as though her hair is that big and that
Yeah.
natural. It looks like while she doesn't do tutorials and stuff, her styles are dope because she has a lot of like natural hair. You know what I mean?
That's
lot.
dope. I
like,
never heard of her before.
It's like
That's
her
dope.
afro. I think her record is like 4.5 like feet around or something like that.
Oh wow,
Like,
I'm gonna have to check her
yeah,
out.
her afro is ridiculous.
Oh,
And
wow.
don't quote me on that, on the 4.5. It might, I know it's 4 something, like, but it's some feet around her head. Like when
Oh,
they
wow.
take the measuring tape, they went around her afro and it was like 4 something. It's crazy.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's crazy.
So she's definitely hair goals as it pertains to afros and
Oh
things.
yeah, I'm going to check her out.
Not that my goal is to have the biggest afro in the world, but it's dope for her hair to be healthy enough to even get to that point without breaking off.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's another because I'm partial to afros. Like I do like the twist outs and braid outs and stuff, but me personally, I'm not a fan of them on my hair because my hair is just so puffy. And while I can do it, it takes my hair is natural to the point where I've probably used a blow dryer on my hair twice in the last year, and that was only because I was getting like feed-in braids. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I need the braids not to curl up
Right.
in the first
Yeah,
week
me
of me
too.
having.
Right.
But yeah, like my hair, like when I be wearing the afro and stuff, that's completely air dry. I just pick it and shape it and let it kind of soak back down. That's why it looks like it gets a little bit smaller and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, but it's my other hair goal is I see, I don't know these people's names. She's like the CEO of Google. Her name is like Bozuma or something like that. Her last name is like
Never heard of
Bozuma, I think. Bozuma, something like that. She has a mixed race daughter and stuff. And I remember her husband passed and stuff like that.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
where that's how I kind of got wind of her. But her afro is just like amazing. Like,
Wow, I'm gonna have to check these.
but yeah, that
Wow.
story is what kind of
yeah.
brought me into, because they were talking about like love and things, and somehow I ended up with mixed kid. Like, you know how you just end up on the dark side of YouTube, because I'm the person who, you call me and you'll be like, what are you doing? I'll be like, girl, I'm watching this documentary about the Loch Ness Monster on YouTube. Because YouTube, it'll recommend you into...
No, yeah, then you'll get caught up in some stuff.
Yeah, like
you'll
it'll
get
recommend
caught
you
up in
into
some
stuff
stuff.
where you be like, what in the world? But
Yeah.
that was kind of how I came across her. I didn't even know that they had, there was a black woman as one of the, higher ups in YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, not YouTube, Uber. Like, I didn't know that at all. Because she's like one of the CEOs or something like that of Uber. And
wow.
yeah, she's definitely dope. For sure.
That's crazy. I'm now realizing that it's another wave or segment of natural hair. Like, I'm into the twists and the braids and the hairstyles, stuff like that. She's, like she said, more into the afro. I
Yeah,
never really paid
Insta
that
puff
any
puff.
mind.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Until now.
Breakthrough.
So like
Hey.
now, like I'm like, oh wow, it's like a whole nother side to a natural hair that I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know. Like I never really looked at it in that light. Like I always just went for the twist outs and the.
Yeah, because I mean,
Bantu
even
knots
and a
and
lot
stuff.
of the funny thing is a lot of people who who have the twist outs and things like that. Like if you have a natural like a fro like my hair like just a big ass puff ball, it's rare that you have straightened your hair and like you ain't straightened your hair in a minute
long
because
time, yeah.
because of you know
It's so tight.
the
The curls
texture.
so
Yeah,
tight,
the
yeah.
curls are different. If you do straighten, like if I straighten my hair and then I go to wear an afro, some parts are gonna be weird and some parts are gonna be like lighter coils than the other, and it just doesn't work well. So if the afro is like perfect, then you know that person either doesn't like they don't really put heat to their hair at all. Whereas
Yeah.
a lot of other people who do wear the twist outs and braid outs and stuff like that, they have dealt in straightening their hair every once in a while and stuff like that, which is something that I haven't because I feel like if I go to straighten my hair and then decide to do the braid outs and stuff, it'll probably be the way that I like it, that I'm attracted to. But right now, if I do a braid out, I feel like I'm gonna look like Sideshow Bob and stuff. Like I do. That's how I be
You
feeling.
always say that. She always says that.
Because that was my first experience. That's where that
The
came
crazy
from.
thing is, I never saw her with a twist out or a braid out. Like she
Yeah, because I
always just
stopped.
had
I
the-
wasn't because when you went all right. The very first time I tried to do a twist out, it was okay, but after about literally maybe an hour, that's how puffy it
the
got.
humidity.
Yeah,
The humidity.
I turned into Sideshow Bob. It was an afro, but it had like
Uh,
because it was separated.
curly
Yeah, it wasn't even curly. It just was
crinkly.
separated. So it was like this, just in strips.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Because it was.
Got you.
The,
I know.
you know what I
you're
mean? It's
talking
like when you
about.
braid your hair and you gotta
Yeah.
separate it. It was
Right.
those separate, like those locks there,
But,
they were
puffy.
just puffy. So for me, I turned
'Cause you
myself
still
into
had the
like
parts
Sideshow
and
Bob.
stuff.
Yeah. So I wasn't feeling it, and then it got to the point where I would do it and I would sit under the dryer. Like I tried it and sat under the dryer, and it lasted a little bit longer, but I would end up spraying my hair and puff and making an afro eventually.
Did you
So
ever try to seal
for me,
it
that
with
wasn't-
like the gel, the
Equal Styler
yeah,
gel?
the Eagle Styler gel?
I have. I did try that, yes, but Eco Styler gel makes my hair curl up, but my coils are super small still.
Yeah.
Because like even when I do use Eco Styler gel, and I section it out and like comb it and brush it into every part, it'll be
Yeah.
curly and it's cool, but that probably lasts for 3 days, which is a good time for a natural hairstyle. That's really, really good time for a natural hairstyle, but it's still not like it's not me because I don't like that much product. I sweat too much,
Gotcha.
and I don't need all of this gray water just dripping down my face. I'm just not with it. Like
Right.
it's not for me to have that much product in my hair, and then to go and scratch it and things. And my OCD, I wash my hands so much.
Right.
Like every time I stick my finger in my hair, I gotta go find a sink. It's just ridiculous. I can't be a part.
Makes
So,
sense. Makes sense. That one though.
Yeah. Yeah, because the older I get, the more like these hands, I don't know what it is, but like the more I got to keep these things clean. Like it's weird. It's an issue I have, people.
It's
If you
just-
didn't know me, because my room don't show OCD at all. Like my room doesn't show. My
It's
car
more of a personal,
doesn't show it. Like it's a bodily function thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm weirded out when I don't feel
Yeah.
feel right.
Physically feel clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because my room don't think. Do not think that is anything but that.
That's cool.
Let's see, what else? Do you feel like what do you feel like some of the stigmas is with black hair, like the stereotypes, like how they say like girls with dreads smell like they earthy and they smell like weed or underarms and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah,
that, or somebody said one time, somebody was like, if you got dreads, I know you don't got a pocketbook, like I know you got a knapsack or like a backpack. I was like, what? Like the fuck? Who raised you? Like who taught you
These
that?
people would make up anything.
Yo, I don't know where, but no, people believe
people
anything.
make up anything.
Like, but you make it up and believe it to the point where you
spreading
actually
the
say it
word.
out your mouth.
Right, you spreading the word even more.
Yeah. Like that
Um,
is just crazy to me. That's like absolutely
One
just ridiculous.
stigma with me was like coconut oil or smelling like that.
Oh,
or
all black girls smell like
smelling
coconut.
Yeah, like or
An
smelling
Asian guy
like,
said that to me, but he was trying to flirt. He was like, let me smell you. Can I just smell you? He was like, I heard y'all all smell like shea butter. I'm like, I'm gonna let you smell me because you're being nice. But we don't all smell like shea butter, first of all. Because
Right.
at the time, I think I had on like Victoria's Secret Heat Wave or something like that. So he's like, no, but you still smell good. So what's your name again? Like he continued, like that was his opening. That was his breaking the ice.
Segue,
Even though me and that guy though, a sidebar because it had nothing to do with anything. But we sat and had like I should have talked to him. We had like a 3-hour conversation that day.
Oh wow.
Like just about all types of stuff. We talked about interracial relationships.
So
Hence
what made
the last
you not
podcast.
want to talk to him though? If you had a nice conversation
We
like
did.
that.
It wasn't until after I left that I was like, dang, I should have talked to him.
What?
And I saw him again at the club the other day. But I didn't think he was gonna remember me. But I don't really forget a face.
Right.
But I still ain't talked to him because I was like, oh no, that moment has passed. I ain't with that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, he just wasn't really my type. He should have been because he had a
You
PhD.
can hold a conversation.
Yeah,
That's
he was a doctor, like
thumbs up number one.
PhD and all of that stuff. Because
He had a PhD.
he gave me his card. I don't know where it's at, but listen, he wasn't my flavor. I needed to. I wasn't attracted to him, but conversation wise, we clicked. But I wasn't physically attracted to him.
Understandable.
So, but yeah,
And
we
I don't
talked
want
about all
her to
types of
be
stuff.
with anybody she's not physically attracted to. Because I saw some things that was just rude.
Who, me? I'm
Yeah.
rude.
But that's
Dang.
kind of like me too. Like if I don't like somebody, you gonna know I don't like you. Like I'm not gonna try to be mean or anything, but like I'm just gonna come off that way, and it's just gonna be like. Ah. But anyway, back to the real topic.
Yeah, back to the conversation.
let's
This
get
is just
back
us,
on
so we got to
topic.
keep ourselves on topic here because we talk all the time anyway about absolutely nothing.
So one thing that I wanted to shout out on here was that my senior year, the beginning of my senior year in college, me and my friends, me and my closest friends, my bestest, dearest friends, started a club on campus, and it was called Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
You
run your fingers through this cafe. Like, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know why that popped in my head.
we had to do like so much stuff to get it approved on campus, go through like this Congress thing on campus called CGA. This was a lot of stuff we had to go through. But we finally got it done, and we finally got it up and running.
Yeah, the black natural hair student union.
Exactly. Because we saw, like when we started going natural, and we all kind of went natural one by one. And we went, and then when people, we always, it was us three together all the time. So everybody knew, like if you saw one of us, the other ones is not too far behind. Like that's just how we was around campus. So when we all went natural, people would just come up to us like, whoa, like how you get your hair like this, like asking us all these questions all the time, or people wanting us to do their hair like that and stuff like that, just all types of, tips and questions and everything like that. So we just decided to make a club because obviously it's other people that's on campus, and I went to a PWI, a predominantly white institute, and there's not a lot of diversity or culture there when it comes to us or just minorities, period.
Right.
So we just thought that bringing this would be something different and something new added to the campus, and something just for black. It wasn't even just for black people; it was for everybody.
But it's
was
to help
for,
understanding.
just
to help people
understanding your hair, period, and no matter what type of hair you had, no matter what texture your hair you had. We had guys in there that was members. We had, of course, a lot of females that was members. We had a lot of white people as well that was there, that was members. Like, Latino people that was there, that was members. Like, everybody, would join our club. Like, and I thought there was a lot of support and a lot of, it was really nice. They're still there today. If you go to Bloomsburg University, you should join Curl Friends. They're still up and running. And I'm so proud that, I was a part of that, making history like that, and it's still up and running. Like, I got to go back and visit because I haven't been there since I graduated. But I think that
it's one of the founding foremothers
right.
of Curl Friends.
And I think that it's really nice, and I think it's something that on campus that it should keep going for. So I still follow you on Instagram. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing your thing at the career fair
y'all
and event
passed off the
fairs
password and stuff?
Yeah, like they're doing their thing.
That's funny.
But our director or our mentor, you would say, she helped us out a lot, and she was natural herself. So that's why we chose her. That's why we chose her, and that's why we, you know.
Did y'all like go to her and be like, hey,
yes,
we want to start this thing?
We did.
She was probably hyped, like, oh,
we did.
snap, they
and
see me.
We didn't even know her. Like, we just knew that she would be. We always saw this biology.
You just admired her.
Yeah, like we saw this biology teacher that we knew that it was natural. Like, and then one of the board members had her as a teacher for the summertime. She was like, yeah, she's like dope. She's a nice person. Like, I think we should ask her. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so we went, we asked her, we, you know, proposed it to her. Like, she said yeah, and we went on ever since. And the way
was she hyped though?
Yeah, like she really was.
I know she
though.
was.
Like she really was.
I know she. I was about to say,
and
why you downplaying her hypeness? Because I know she was hyped.
No, she really was hyped. And the point in her life that she was at when we started it, she was doing locks. And then she would also wear head wraps and stuff too, because sometimes she felt being around campus that she didn't fit in or whatever. Like she felt like
even
being
the head
at
wraps
work,
are like people don't understand
she
those
felt
either.
like she should, you know, wrap her hair up or whatever the case may be. So she had her own, you know, natural hair journey going on, and she just is a dope person overall. Like she traveled the world, she was giving us all that insight. Like she's just a dope person, period. So to have her there, Dr. Lewis, shout out to you. But just having her there by our side and like having her there to guide us, like, and have these meetings to be on us and like have structure. Like she made us have structure. We was organized. She made sure we did, you know, went to our meetings the way you said we was, like planned stuff accordingly, did things in the future for events, you know, future events and stuff. Like she really, really helped us a lot. And I just, you know, I think that was like a grateful time in my life that I even got a chance to be a part of it. Like,
yeah, that's dope. That's real dope.
It's just really, really good.
I feel like,
and I just think that was a big part of my life, and it still is a big part of my life because I still go on with the natural thing. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell off a little bit, but I'm not like 100. Like I didn't like revert back to doing, you know, my old
unnatural stuff.
Yeah, like I know, like once I learned and I know about natural, like I know what's right now and I know what I should do to take care of my hair. So I do slack a little bit. You see, I'm being lazy now. Like I do slack, even though it's kind of hot outside.
It's hot and rainy and everything.
Yeah, so I'm always going to be grateful for that. Like that's just like a big accomplishment for me.
Okay, Dr.
and my
Lewis.
friends,
Wait,
you know?
what's her name?
Yeah, Dr. Lewis.
Yeah, Dr. Lewis.
She was around.
Get it popping, influencing people for life.
Yes.
Hey, that's what she probably like, yo, this is why I do it. Like, that's how I know. That's how I know she was hyped when y'all went to her. Because it's like, you want people to, you want to be able to affect your students, I feel like, in a positive way. And
even outside of
and y'all coming to her, and I feel like y'all going to her, or if somebody would have came to me and been like, yo, we want to start this Curl Friends, and it's by black girls, for black girls, like, and or for awareness of this cause, and we feel like you would be perfect for it. It's like dag, like, okay, they're noticed, like they're learning something. You know what I mean? And these girls have the drive, the gumption,
a part of the reason why
actually
she wanted to do it, right?
Yeah, because if y'all when y'all come to her, y'all I feel like y'all are showing so many positive things just by wanting to do this and actually getting an adult involved, because you know an adult, if they say yes to it, they're gonna hold you accountable for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They got the connects too, so they hold us down. You know, like, we need something, they helped us out. Like, and we won a lot of like awards and stuff. Like just being the first club there. We also collaborated with a lot of other clubs that was on campus. Like, and I think that it really went big, and I think that we left our mark there, and I think that it's going to keep going. Yeah,
and it's dope because all of that attributes to the fact that it was needed.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's something that was missing that is no longer missing. You know what I mean? It's something that obviously people were thinking about or were, you know, kind of needed some sort of push to really open up about it or whatever the case may be. And you guys, you know, were able to push that through and give them that comfortable space to be in where they can talk about it or ask about it or learn about it, whether you're black or white. Because now, even though it's the natural hair movement is a black girl thing or a colored girl thing, not even just black girl, it's a colored girl thing. Now, other groups and other races who don't necessarily understand have something to go to reference. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have a dictionary of some sort.
Right.
To find like, okay, what is 4C? I don't want to, and to have a place to go like that is good because sometimes you're uncomfortable asking people stuff like that.
Right, especially if they're not a part of that community and they looking
that's
at
what I
you
was about to say.
sideways,
There are a lot of white people who mean well in asking like, well, what do you do? And well, how is it that you don't got to wash your hair for every day and everybody else has to? They might come to you and they might actually just be asking the question, but because of this whole, because we're in America or whatever the case may be, or because they're different, you look at it like it's a bad thing. So this gives them a place that's comfortable to go to because this is where you go for this information.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to one of these meetings and that way I can get these questions answered without offending someone, or I can go in a space where I can freely have the conversation without offending someone. So I think that's dope.
And that was like one of our first meetings, just introducing natural hair period and just like, like putting it out there to different type of hair types and stuff. Like we had an activity where we had put up different hair types. We put up, the definitions behind them and what it looks like and stuff like that. Like we put up a picture of a
BC,
curl, and then like, explain different hair types and stuff like that. And then afterwards we gave out papers for people to write down what they think their hair type is, so they can go home and look it up and see. And we had a lot of people transition. Like a lot of people was transitioning. A lot of people was starting to do the natural hair thing and like really sticking to it and stuff. And I just
we should have had Yana on the show. She just did a big chop.
Oh,
my
really?
god sister, she just did a big chop, guys.
Yeah.
And well, she always chops. So she's she's just a free hair. Like when it comes to hair, she's really really free. In a way, because she'll do long, she'll do weave, she'll do color, she'll chop it off. She chops her hair off
like that's
probably
how
like
I'm
every
starting
3
to
years.
become like, and I just
See me, I'm still hesitant with some stuff because I'm not afraid of change and things like that, but I'm a person who gets settled in a way. While like in life I grind and stuff like that, but as it pertains to certain things like hair or clothing styles and things like that, I just once I find it, I'm cool. Let me, move on because I got so much other stuff to think about that has nothing to do with, fashion or hair or whatever the case may be. So I tend to not be that person so much. Like people knew me. Like when Michelle Obama was out and she had the bob, people was like, "Oh, like you always had your hair like this." You know what I mean? Because once I found something I really really liked,
you stuck to it.
I stuck to it. You know what I mean? Outside of I might have got braids or whatever here and there, but that was my go-to style. Like 9 times out of 10, if I had my hair straightened and like if I had it, that's what you was gonna see me with. You know what I mean? Was that bob with the the feathered bob basically. So I'm definitely I should open up more and try different things some more, because even weave, I'm not really a fan of it, like waves and stuff. Although, and it is so many like styles and stuff that I absolutely love that I wouldn't dare do to my natural hair, but I'm also kind of uncomfortable wearing weaves. Like I'm way more comfortable wearing my natural hair.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I have to like be in that mood to have a weave, because I feel like it takes 10 times more to take care of weave than my own hair.
And that shit itch to me.
And it's so bad. Like especially when we get a sew-in and stuff. Like, oh no, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it no more. I gave up. So like the wig wave, it's okay because I could take it off any moment I want to. So it's just like, okay, that's a little better. But I still have to be in the mood to like want to wear a weave or want to even take the initiative to take care of it. Because if you have a weave that look a mess, you might as well just wear your own hair look a mess. This is how I feel.
Yeah.
Like if you're not going to take care of it or whatever. So
absolutely. And I'm a person who 9 times out of 10 I ain't gonna take care of it. So I go get it, and then I take it right out. And it's like, what was the point of paying all of that money?
To get it and then get it taken out. Like, and I just like that. I can't keep it. And then my hair is so used to being washed and moisturized and like, not being that dirty. Because when you're natural hair, you have wash days like every week. So I got accustomed to that life that my hair can't take it. Like it can't take being dirty. So as it gets dirtier and dirtier and I have that sewing in, it makes me itch 10 times more. Like, and I can't take it to the point where I had to take it out. Right. And I also break out from it. Like some types of weaves I break out, like, and it doesn't work for me sometimes.
Yeah, see, it just itches, and I feel like there's like me personally, and this could be all in my head in a way, but I don't think so. I've never looked it up, but I feel like when I get weaves sometimes, most times I take them right out the pack and put them in. You know what I mean? I don't wash them first and stuff like that, and that's probably, I guess, my fault, but or my stylist's fault or whatever, whoever the case may be, because I actually don't do my own weaves because I am not while I can do hair, like I'm literally one of those people who I've never not been able to do something I decided to do. Yeah. But so when I do, like even when I straightened your hair that one time, I was about to say like you like she did a good job in the salon, like. But
that joint was pressed.
Yeah, like, so I don't do my own hair. I don't like doing hair. I can't stand it. Not my hair anyway. So I guess that might maybe be the fault of whoever is putting the weave in because they should have more knowledge of what they're doing. Right. But I really feel like my hair my scalp be inflamed, like it'd be red or something.
It'd be red. You be breaking
and
out.
It'd be itching like crazy. When I say like crazy, I mean it's ridiculous.
So when I had a closure,
hat in my head like crazy. So
I had a closure the last one I had.
Mhm.
I was breaking out so bad, like my whole face. I woke up, my whole face. Remember, you came and got me the next day, and I was like, yo, my whole face was swollen. And we went to the dollar store, and I had got some non-drowsy medicine, and I went to Panera. Do you remember that day you came to my house?
No.
Oh man.
Like I come to your house all the time. I can't remember which day.
I don't know what we was linking up for that day, but it was like a while ago. It was before the whole podcasting or anything. Like it was before all that.
I don't know. Not sure, but yeah. So maybe like I said, I was hoping it wasn't all in my head because I really feel like my scalp be inflamed or something like that.
No, yeah, that happens to me.
Yeah.
And I just
definitely
I'm giving up on it.
Definitely.
So, I feel like we touched a lot of topics on the natural hair. I feel like we went deep. So if you can relate, you just comment, like, and subscribe to our channel.
Hey.
So we can get some more insight. You know, we still taking those topics too, so leave them below. My Instagram is _beautifulday, and I'm Day, of course.
And I'm Noye. My Instagram is May Noye, MAINENOYAE. I gotta spell it because can't nobody never spell it. Like I wish it was beautiful day. Like it's just simple. I mean, if you can't spell beautiful or day, you don't need to be on Instagram.
That's honestly.
So
for real.
Mhm.
Well, that concludes this episode. See y'all next time.
Hey.